Hi, everyone. It is May 17th, Sunday. I am going to talk about the new moon in Taurus that happened last night. I did do my candle ritual last night, and I'm going to show you how I do my ritual and how I set up my altar and talk about the new moon in Taurus. This is a ritual for planting intentions in the body as much as the mind, opening to receive what you generally desire, and beginning something with the slow, patient, root deep commitment that Taurus knows how to hold. The new moon asks you to begin in the dark, not because the dark is where you stay, but because the dark is where the seed goes first. Before the sprout, before the leaf, any visible evidence that something is actually growing. The most essential part of what you are building happens beneath the surface, in the quiet, in the place where no one can see it yet. This is not a limitation. This is how growth works. This is how Taurus works. Taurus does not rush. It does not need to perform its intentions for an audience. It plants and it waits and it tends with the particular patience of someone who has learned somehow deep in the body that what is given proper time and proper care will come. This is the energy you are working with tonight. Not urgency, not striving, not the pressure to have it all figured out before you begin. Just the quiet, grounded, honest act of deciding what you want and planting it. Slow down, settle in, let the world outside this space recede for a little while. The earth is ready to receive what you are about to offer it. The list that I use for my rituals consists of an altar set, which is a center tray, intention tray, an incense holder, and 3 small bowls, one for crystals, one for herbs, and one for the element of the zodiac sign. So this one will be for earth. And then extra items that I need, of course, is the items that go into the bowls, herbs, crystals, the element, any big crystals that I will put around my altar, a pen and paper for writing intentions, candles, essential oils, and incense. And I also charge a pendant with the energy of the moon, and that's for future purposes. So wear it for future. I actually forgot to put on my pendant before I started recording. This is the pendant that I charged last night. And so now I have it on. And then I go through on my website, I go through a list of suggested items. Any items you use are fine. It's all about your intentions. So suggested candle colors are green, pink, white, or gold. I'm going to use green I did use, and I'm going to show you green and pink. Some suggested crystals are rose quartz, green aventurine, malachite, pyrite, and black tourmaline. Some suggested herbs, rose, thyme, mint, patchouli, and vetiver. Some earth element suggestions. You can use anything that you feel, you can use anything anyway. You can use anything you feel represents earth. Some suggestions are small rocks, stones, soil, sand, fresh flowers, dried flowers, moss, anything that grows, moss, bark, small coins, because Taurus is material and abundance. Some suggested incense or essential oils are rose, patchouli, vetiver, cedarwood, ylang ylang, sandalwood, and nag champa. Okay, I'm going to start setting up the altar now, and we'll talk through that. I'm going to try at this angle again. We'll see how it is. I haven't had any feedback on anything, but I haven't had any feedback on this, so we'll try and we'll see. So the first thing I do is put in the centerpiece, and this was the altar tray that I created for this set, the Taurus set. And I put it in the middle right here. And then this is the intention tray that I created. So I'm going to put that right here. Let me see. Wish I could scoot in a little better. We'll see. I'm using this little flower dish for my incense. I put some soil in it, and then the incense protector. And then here are my 3 little bowls. Okay, I have been trying to play with this angle, and it's not working how I want it to. I did forget I could raise this table up, so at least it is higher for me, and so I can show you better, because I want to be present, and I want you to see the altar, but I feel like there's too much going on back here, and then really want a close-up, but I can't find a close-up. So anyway, we'll just continue on. So the first thing I'm going to do is light an incense. The incense that I chose for this moon is rose and patchouli and ylang ylang. Lighting the incense is only part of the ritual that I am going to do, because it makes me feel more spiritual and better talking to you. And because everything else I already did yesterday, and everything else is, personal. So I'm going to light the incense. So the next thing I'm going to do is fill my tiny bowls. And for herbs, I have rose, thyme, and peppermint. And for my earth element, I have some coins, I have some pine nuts, I have some sand. I think some salt too. And my crystals, I have malachite, rose quartz, green aventurine, and I think that's it. Then I'll put out my big crystals, which is my moonstone. I have this pyrite. Then I have this pyrite. This pyrite is so interesting because it makes these perfect cubes. The universe is so interesting. And I think this is green aventurine. I am not positive. I'm not positive for any of these. I think this one is. But I'm going to put them all out. And then rose quartz. And then I have a black tourmaline. And some malachite. This one is a malachite mixed with something, I think. I can't remember. I want to get some more pieces of that. I also want to get some more rose quartz, and then my moldavite, which I put out every time. Then for candles, I'm going to put my candles here. So I have the green and pink candle. And then I would anoint them with Elixirs, which are essential oils. This one is root chakra. And then I have this one is Joy to Love, which has some of the common, some of those suggested essential oils that I mentioned earlier. So what I do for anointing, where's my hand? What I do for anointing, I put the elixir in my hand, and then I just spread it on the candle. This one you're going to go from, because it's the new moon, it's going to go from the ground to the wick, because you're drawing the energy and intentions in. And then I do some visualization, do some thinking after I light the candles. And then just like a little meditation about what I'm going to call in for the moon. I noticed that I'm not even on the camera, but at least I'm present here. And what I'm going to call in for the moon. And then I will charge my pendant. Oh, I forgot to put the pendant out. So this is the pendant I'm using for this example. And what I do is put it in both hands and think about the energies that I want to charge into the pendant, which would be the Taurus energy, the Venus energy, and the new moon energy. And then have it here until the candles are burned out, till it's done charging, or until the next day. And then I'll wear it, which is this one that I'm wearing today. And then the most important thing, I don't want to say the most important thing, but the very important thing is to write your intentions. I do have intention examples, and if you prefer journaling, I have journal prompts. Whatever you need to get your message to the universe, however you feel is how you want. So then I would write my intention down, and then for the new moon, we're bringing the energy in. So fold it towards me, and then put it under the intention tray. And just let the universe hear your message. And then after I do all of that, I do a lot of visualization, a lot of thinking, a lot of kind of meditating, but not really meditating, but maybe it is. And then after incense are burned out, the candles are burned out, then just close the ceremony however you feel. And then to continue forward, I will burn my intentions, however you want to release it. That's what I do. I release my intention by burning it. So whenever you feel the time is right for you to release it, or however you release it is up to you. I haven't really determined a time yet. I think new moon to new moon is a good time, or you can do whatever the opposite sign. You can do the 6 months from now on the new moon, or you can even do it next phase, which next week, whenever you feel you're ready to release it, so that the universe, here's your message. It's out of your mind. It's up to the universe now to bring your intentions in. And that's how I do it. And that's how I think about it. Then that is it. I forgot to say that, when I do the anointing of my candles, I also put this on my wrist or wherever I feel like it's necessary. And that was my ritual for new moon and Taurus. So I really hope that was beneficial to you, and that you learned something, and that you're inspired to create your altar the way that you feel like you want to create it. I do moon rituals every week. If there's time, I create my own altar set, and I am in the process of creating altar sets for you too. I will create anything custom if you like, and I am getting to the point where I will have products like already set altar sets available on my website. But in the meantime, I just hope that I can teach you something, and that you're inspired. I do moon rituals every week. I am trying to figure out how to do these videos better so that I can get my message out. My message is basically, this is how I do my rituals and my manifestation. And anyway, I will be back tomorrow to go over my planners and do my planner video. And I hope you stop by and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Bye.